Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. When I do good I feel good, when I do bad I feel bad, and that's my religion. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? That some achieve great success, is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea, but if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, it is simply purgatory. Discourage litigation. Persuade your neighbors to compromise whenever you can. As a peacemaker, the lawyer has superior opportunity of being a good man. There will still be business enough. A house divided against itself cannot stand. We should be too big to take offense and too noble to give it. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. No matter how much cats fight, there always seem to be plenty of kittens. Every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. Whether it be true or not, I can say, for one, that I have no other so great as that of being truly esteemed of my fellow men, by rendering myself worthy of their esteem. How far I shall succeed in gratifying this ambition is yet to be developed. Avoid popularity if you would have peace. A woman is the only thing I am afraid of that I know will not hurt me. Let's have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. All the armies of Europe, Asia and Africa combined, with all the treasure of the earth, our own excepted, in their military chest with a Bonaparte for a commander, could not by force take a drink from the Ohio, or make a track on the Blue Ridge, and a try live 1,000 years. Labor is prior to, and independent of, capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor, and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital, and deserves much the higher consideration. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. When you have got an elephant by the hind legs and he is trying to run away, it's best to let him run. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. How many legs does a dog have if you call his tail a leg? 4. Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. I will prepare and someday my chance will come. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. This country, with its institutions, belongs to the people who inhabit it. Whenever they shall grow weary of the existing government, they can exercise their constitutional right of amending it, or exercise their revolutionary right to overthrow it. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. He has a right to criticize, who has a heart to help. No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. I remember my mother's prayers, and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of earth. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. The shepherd drives the wolf from the sheep's throat, for which the sheep thanks the shepherd as his liberator, while the wolf denounces him for the same act as the destroyer of liberty. Plainly, the sheep and the wolf are not agreed upon a definition of liberty. You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one?